your lovely motivational speech.
You're welcome.
He'll be performing every weekend.
And on Sundays at 2.
Sunday nights. Try the chicken. It's really good.
Don't forget to tip your bartender, waitress. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Where Are We? Who Are We? River City Knits Podcast. I'm Enid.
I'm Elisa.
I'm Amanda.
And here we are.
And we're here.
It's been like a month.
I don't know where you are, but we're right here.
We're right here.
We're right here.
It has been a long time.
It has been.
I was trying to think of it earlier. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Oh.
Enid's got really cool bracelets.
Bangles to
Show them.
I can't handle it. I'm not a jewelry wearing person, so when I am wearing something, I'm like
always touching them.
Sparkles McGee over here.
I know. Did you get them from Kat?
Yes.
So we have a friend. She's a crocheter, and she has a really cool small business where she sells jewelry for a really good price.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
I've been
super sparkly.
Facebook stalking it for like
Paparazzi
ever
by Twinkle Cat or what?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's it called?
Oh, her face Paparazzi by
Twinkle Cat.
Twinkle Cat.
Twinkle Cat.
Paparazzi
So
by Twinkle Cat. Get yours today.
And now that we're back from the break,
I've got earrings too. These are paparazzi earrings. I'll totally shout out.
I'm wearing paparazzi earrings too. I'm kind of addicted. I like.
Now.
It's awesome. It's
I'm
fun.
not wearing any earrings.
But your hair looks fantastic.
Hey, thanks, guys. I straightened it just for y'all.
But you cut it again? Did you cut it? No.
It's grown out, son.
Okay, that's what it is.
It was a big curly mess, and I had to get it like under control.
Whoa.
Under control. Hey, look, guys, I'm knitting.
She's working on a sock.
Yay! My
You're
purse
also
is
knitting
broken.
too? Oh my gosh.
And back from the crypt.
3 years later.
4 years later.
4 years later.
You should totally put up one of those like SpongeBob things. 4 years later.
I don't know where my Sherlock Holmes socks
Sherlock
are.
Holmes sock. I finished this sock back in August because I needed the needles. Let's like remember that I own a yarn shop and I could just
Grab some from the
take
wall.
off the no, but Cheap Charlie over here is like,
Motivation.
no, I must not get high on my own supply. I must consume my own things. So I bit the bullet and I've got my own needles. I got another pair.
Was it 2016 or 2015?
2016.
It was
Come on.
2016.
Be gentle with
Okay.
me.
Are y'all sure?
I know, I'm kind of like...
I
I'm
think
thinking y'all about this in 2015.
Facebook memories.
So I think
women
Facebook
cast on.
memories was like, all of these people are going to have Alzheimer's soon. So
We're
we
gonna
need,
look back at our
we
Facebook
need to be able to
memories.
like give them like, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes
Dang
I'm not
memories.
reading those Facebook memories. I'm like, ooh, I didn't want to.
I don't want to remember
I
that.
did not want to remember that.
Why are we bringing that up?
So here we
We
are.
got to move into the future, not in the past. Facebook.
And I was at a swim meet today.
Very nice.
So I did
That's a
all
good
of,
amount.
all of this in my sleep.
How did Salvador do in the swim meet?
He did good. How'd you do, Sal? Great. He did great. he lost time. Sounds bad, but it's not. You like cut time. Means you swim faster.
Oh, that's cool. So you feel really good with it? Awesome.
He's doing all things. Okay.
So I finished a pair of socks.
Woo woo.
These are a gift from a friend, Rachel. She is Litty Bitty Blue Sky, I think, on Instagram. And we were part of the year-long birthday swap. And she had October. These are definitely late.
I love that purple.
So
That's
I know
really
that
pretty.
it's Moon Tower Dyeworks.
Yes,
Shout
Anna.
out Anna. This is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Rachel said she loves purples and blues. And she doesn't really knit socks. And since we started that birthday swap, the yarn birthday swap, she also had kind of stopped knitting. So she's like, please don't send me yarn. So I'm like, well, I can't send her yarn. Maybe I'll make socks. But I told her, like, it'll be a while. Because her birthday was in October and we're in December.
Well, that's not too
So, Not too bad. So I'm going to be shipping these off tomorrow, and I'm really excited because they came out really great. Makes me happy. So yeah, Moon Tower Dyeworks. I have another skein of hers that I've purchased, and so now I want to cast on more socks.
All the
socks. I
So
know.
you're knitting. I'm sorry, we interrupted you to talk
Oh no,
about
it's fine.
the crypt.
It's fine. So this is the 300 that we did
Oh,
for Yarn
yay!
I kept 2 for myself.
Very nice, very nice.
So I'm just knitting tube socks for the girl child. She, bless her heart, she thinks that these are for me, as if this would ever fit.
How many stitches do you have for Molly?
Is it 48? I think it's 48. And so we were cleaning out some drawers, and I found like the Doctor Who socks that I knit for her and everything. None of that shit fits anymore.
No,
Of course not. So I was like,
so
you know what?
fast.
I'm just gonna do 2 socks.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm gonna do on a
How
skein
tall?
of socks.
I don't know, pretty
Yes.
long. This is like, I don't know, just a couple of days worth of
I still haven't started,
here
guys.
and there. Oh, pretty.
What's that?
This is the Elisa socks that I'm going to do tubes for, and I haven't. Remember
it?
from
Is mine
these are your ones, yes, because I haven't started them yet. But I'm like 48, 44, 40, and I kind of like. So
I think
Isa's
this is
4.
48. There's a free pattern. If you just Google search like kids tube sock pattern or something like that, there's a free one on Ravelry.
Okay.
And it actually gives you some measurements based on age or like foot circumference.
Mhm.
And I just kind of eyeballed it because I didn't want her to know it's going to be part of her Christmas. But
She's gonna love those. That's totally her.
it's pretty.
It looks
good.
great.
And then I'm going to do.
Yeah, I still haven't
These.
started them.
They're all like bubble gum. It's fantastic. These for project.
Ooh, those are cute.
So if you can see the little colors here, maybe that's better.
Gray. There's a gray and a black.
I see like a
Gold. Ochre.
Gold, gray, black, brown, another shade of brown. This is Chewy by Mustache Yarn.
okay. That's what I thought. I'm like,
He's waiting for you to pick.
well, I'm used to seeing them.
2 balls should have been like a dead giveaway.
Well, I was thinking that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not as. And so I was like, is that mustache?
Yes. So I bought. I have just this ungodly amount of her like short skeins because I buy like her short skeins whenever I see her in Dallas, and I have an ungodly amount of them. But they're good for this sort of thing.
For little people socks.
For little people socks.
And shorty socks. I love my shorty socks. All of my Star Wars ones, because I bought them in 50 grams, they're all shorties. So all my shorties, I weighed them, and they're 23 grams per foot. So a 50 gram is perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just left with just a little bit.
And then I'm going to send the Tegna to the frog pond.
Dun dun dun
It's
dun.
a little too small. I measured on everything, guys. Like, that's seriously disappointing. I even swatched for
Would you like to stand and show yours?
No, let her finish.
Oh,
But so I'm gonna frog it. Maybe knit something else. I don't know.
so you're not going
But-
to do the Tegna?
I am. But I don't know if I want to like exactly reknit it in the exact same yarn. So maybe I'll use that yarn for something else. I don't know. But like I swatched, I measured, I did everything right. That's like the universe telling me that is not what it's meant to be. So maybe it needs to be something else.
I have a story about that too.
But
I think
I want to look at like fuzzy goddess over here. Like seriously, you look warm. I'm so jealous.
Her sleeves are fantastic.
My sleeves match.
And it fits.
And
And
I don't
it
have to
fits.
like sit. I don't want to stand because then it'll just be boobs.
Oh yeah, it'll be like all. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. I'm like, stand up.
I'll take a picture. We'll take a picture.
Just boobs.
So your yarn is Barocco,
Barocco Ultra Pima.
Yes.
Ultra alpaca.
Barocco.
Ultra Alpaca. Oops.
right? Ultra.
Sorry, I missed
Yeah.
my Ultra Alpaca. I'll fix that. It's Barocco Ultra Alpaca.
There we go.
I love it. I love the color.
The color is gorgeous.
Yes.
It's
Thank
got a little
you.
bit of fuzz to
Took me a year to make. We started that last year. I'm very good at starting projects and then going.
Amen. I want to do something else.
I think there's something to be said for just like being a slow knitter. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, but I think I have a little fear, like a little anxiety of finishing, and then like, what if I finished it and it looks horrible?
Yeah, there's that.
It's not a rational thought, but
it's there. It's always
It's there. That's kind of why I hibernated my starting point for a while. Because I was comparing it to yours when you finished yours. And I was like, mine is smaller. I failed. Which is stupid, right? It's dumb. But then I was like, I'm just going to put this away because I'm not feeling it. It's not like good for my self-esteem. Is kind of how I felt. So it was away for like
a while.
6 months.
Mm-hmm. It's a long time.
It was a long time. And then I was like, then I saw some more and I'm like, okay. It's time. And I love the colors and I love the design. You know, so it's just like, let's just get it done. So I can understand that fear of like, what if it doesn't work out?
What if it looks bad?
So you guys know I have that Brookshire yarn? Brooks Farm.
Like,
so
how old is that Brooks Farm yarn?
2015, 2014.
I've got Brooks Farm that's like vintage.
So,
I have some from like 2006.
It was when we had gone to a Kid-n-Ewe, you and I, and Elias was in band, and we had earlier, like a few weeks before, you were wearing your
clapotis.
The clapotis. She was wearing the clapotis, but she did all these wonderful modifications, so it was just this big warm hug that was around her. And I was like, I want that. And so we were at Kid-n-Ewe that November, and I bought several skeins. Now, I can't remember if I bought 3 or 4 skeins. I have 3 skeins that are caked up, but I would think I'd probably buy 4 because
it's an even number.
It's an even number.
Oh my god, I so wasn't expecting you to agree with me.
Like, because I wanted to make it a big, huge hug. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I bought 3, so I can't find the 4th one. I have started the clapotis about 6 different times, and I'm not happy with it.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, if I remember way back in 2006, 2007, when that was a thing, it was a love it or hate it pattern. There was no middle ground. You loved it or you hated it.
I just am not feeling it. And I like drop stitching. I love to drop stitches. I have a cowl that I did a wonderful, like, it was a great pattern. So I've undone it. I've like several times, and I think I'm going to have to find something new for it. And for the yarn.
Really? You tried the clapotis?
The clapotis.
You tried it. You know.
Just not.
I made one way back in the day out of some Lion brand, something silky, something. It was a gorgeous yarn, and that sucker probably weighed 25 pounds when I was done. I gifted it, but
you're like,
it was like so heavy.
You either struggle through one or you make like 5, like Michelle.
Oh yeah, Michelle made like, God, I don't know how many. That was her signature pattern.
She's like, I don't use stitch markers. I purl that drop stitch. And that's how she would do it.
Mm-hmm. No stitch markers necessary.
No. She's
that's
like,
awesome.
I don't get time for that. I'll just purl the one that needs to be dropped.
Miss you.
Michelle's pretty awesome.
Michelle is pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it one more time just to see how it's feeling.
Give it one more go. Change your yarn.
So, maybe I should change the yarn.
Change your yarn. Mm-hmm. If you're not feeling it, change the yarn. Change the yarn, change the pattern.
So, yeah. So, I have my 3 skeins. So, I'm in the process of moving. So, that, like, also is, like, really tumultuous right now. So, I'm just, because, like, I thought I was going to be moving, like, a few months ago. So, I had a lot of stuff packed. And then it didn't, like, I wasn't ready. So, a lot of stuff got unpacked. Mm-hmm. And it was, like, disorganized unpacking. So, now I'm trying to, like, be, like, very
judicious.
Yeah. So there could be a skein somewhere traveling around in somewhere.
So that's been a conversation we had Saturday. We've had this conversation before. We learned at a retreat class we took. You buy a number of skeins, 5, let's say, and you number those. You write on the label 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, 5 of 5. So if those puppies get separated, you go, I got 1, 2, and 3, but where the heck is 4 and 5?
Where are the other 2?
So, yep.
I put everything that I have multiples like that in Ziploc bags.
So,
there's that too?
Yes, back in 2013, 14, they were together in Ziploc bags. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to start the clapotis. I'm going to start with 3 skeins, kind of get those going.
And the other one got...
So, and I'm pretty positive I bought a fourth one. I could be wrong. Maybe it was just 3. So...
I wish I could remember.
Yeah.
I was there. My brains. Well, my brain's definitely not working today. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, the swim meet was early.
Yeah. I'm getting a twitchy eye.
Twitchy eye.
I went to sleep at like 2 this morning. Woke up at 5:30. We were at the pool at 7:10, but we weren't supposed to be there till 8 o'clock.
Did you go somewhere and get tacos?
And I was getting kind of mad at Sal because I'm like, you need to go warm up. He's like,
I don't have to be here yet.
I don't know where my team is. I'm like, you need to walk around and look for your team.
You were talking through your teeth?
Yes.
Oh, when you talk and you don't move your lips.
I was like, you are going to lose your Fortnite privileges tonight if you do not go take care of your business.
It just got real.
And he was like, oh.
It's like, Mom, no one had to be here till 8.
Don't take away the Fortnite.
I didn't know it until another parent came and he sat next to us. He goes, I was starting to panic. There's so many people here. I thought we'd missed it, but the email said 8 o'clock. I'm like, it's at 8. Oh, well. Anyway.
We've all been there.
So I'm just, here. What you got, Lisa?
Got a nosy girl over here.
What's going on there?
So in August, I had stopped at Fibrespace and I had picked up something for y'all. And I missed it the last time we podcasted. I forgot to bring it. So I was like, oh no. So I purposely this morning, I was like, okay, put all this together. So I was at Fibrespace and
I thought this was something you got in a birthday swap or something. So I didn't know that it was for us.
Yes. So I don't know if you can read exactly what the pin says. It's from Shelli Can, who's actually based out of the Virginia, D.C. area, and she made this special for Fibrespace and another sewing shop that's around the corner. So one of y'all want to read out loud what it says?
It says Old Town Handmade Society.
Alexandria.
Out of Alexandria, Virginia.
So,
and it's like the, ¿cómo se llama? The mason things?
Yeah, but it's
little knitting needles, crochet hook, 2 rulers, and a needle.
Boop, boop. That's so awesome.
So I saw these and I was like,
it's kind of my
yes, good.
Thank
you. You are welcome. I've had them since August because I was up. That was 2 trips ago because I was there for Thanksgiving in the DC area. But this past Thanksgiving, I did not stop at Fibrespace.
Womp womp womp.
Were you busy?
Well, so weather was crazy on Saturday, and then the weather was gorgeous on Sunday. So we were out. We were like walking in the parks, and like we were spending as much time outside to get some natural vitamin D before it got gray and ugly again. So mira tú. So yeah, I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, this is for you guys.
You need like a poofy skirt and some bobby socks now. I love the neckline on that sweater.
I know, it's so
like
pretty.
That boat neck.
Yeah, thanks. I like it too. I was worried when I finished the collar. You have to pick up stitches. It was a little bit like too tight. Like
yeah,
but it blocked out. It blocked out. It kind of relaxed a little bit.
I remember when you were working on it just last week, like with the stitches on the
picking
collar.
up I hate picking up stitches.
Me too.
Was that here? Was it
not a fan? It was Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was Tuesday night. There was a lot. It was really intense. So
I know I felt bad. Some people came in. I was like, "Hi." It was great. Thanks. I had to text them later. I'm like, sorry. It was good seeing you.
That's
but
too funny.
I had things to do.
Stitches to pick up.
Sweater to finish because it's about time.
So yeah, Enid said, I'm going to wear this every day now.
Seriously.
It's so soft.
It's a great color. That's what I
love it.
Yeah, it's a great color. So I'm inspired to make one.
I
love the sleeves. I love the top. She's wiggling.
Is it DK?
Worsted. Worsted.
I just dyed myself 8 skeins of this fantastic purple, like this lavender color, kind of like this. But with like a little bit more gray of an undertone.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. There's a sweater. Very, very nice.
Chick-fil-A. I like it. And was it the last podcast that we were doing? But it probably didn't make the air because I have always technical issues. I got a new toy for Christmas. It came early. Hopefully we'll podcast.
Got a new computer?
I got a new computer.
Yay! With like all these like really cool things.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
And the keyboard's red.
Yes. Did you get an Omen?
That would be like
it's an MSI. Like it's a gamer.
I want to know how you think about it because I've been eyeballing one of those.
I'll move this out.
It's time for me to get a new laptop.
Scott got it on Newegg, and he got it on this, and he added an extra so 2 terabyte drives, and I got extra space.
Nice.
So rendering should not be an issue.
Yay.
I made a small little like title for our logo, and it's like 3 minutes. No, it's not that long, but it rendered like that, which is
sweet.
Yeah, I was really happy. Anyway, what was I going to say? The sleeves. So the last podcast we recorded but didn't make it out on the web. I had issues with the sleeves, so you have to kind of measure. I'm not a tall person, so
we've got T-Rex arms over here.
Yeah. And
that's right. In the last one, we were doing our T-Rex arms.
Yeah, a 3/4 sleeve.
Oh my god, I miss T-Rex arms.
The pattern to do 3/4 sleeves put me at long sleeve or longer.
Oy.
So I'm like, yeah, no. Decreasing every 6 rows. Do you see how long these arms are? Every 6 rows.
That's quite long.
Yeah. By the time I finished, I was here.
You were down there. So when did you do your decrease? Every 2 rows?
Every 3.
Every 3 rows.
Ooh,
looks
perfect.
Great.
And I use that cool tool that I had from
Sally.
Yeah. I may cut that in.
That's a cool. Yeah, you did do a cool explanation of that.
What is the little ring thingy?
With the numbers?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like a... Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun.
I saw Blazing Saddles on Friday night. I was watching it from Netflix, and I just remembered the line, "Excuse me while I whip this out." And you're like looking in the bag too, so that's like even funnier. Excuse me while I whip this out.
This little guy. And I think I'm missing number 9. But it's in my bag. I gotta fix it. Anyway, so it goes from 1 to 0. And you do row 1. Row 2. Row 3. Decrease. Decrease. It was awesome. It was the best thing ever.
Yay.
Yeah, this thing's really cool.
Like it.
I've never seen anything like it. Have you?
No, I have one somewhere.
I have mine in my bag.
I mean, I think there used to be some little knot thing that people would do on the side of there, but I've never used it.
When the numbers are on a cube, they're cubed, so you see it like on all sides.
Maybe we'll take a picture of that and post it.
That should be good.
But I don't know where you can buy those. I got that from a friend in South Africa.
She made them, so I think that's kind of
very special.
It is.
What else, guys? What are all these pretty little things?
I have one stuff. So little bitty, little bitty delights who makes really cute stitch markers.
Wait, somebody made that?
Yes. Did a giveaway, and it was for her she just designed a new mitt pattern and fingerless mitts, and so she did a giveaway on Instagram. And it was the yarn that she used, so she had like an extra skein, and the skein was from Pixie Dust Yarns, and the colorway is called Applejack, and her pattern that she created is called the Orchard Spice Mitts. So I won it, and so I got a 50-gram skein of yarn and 2 adorable stitch markers. One is an apple. Well, Progress Keepers actually, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so one is an apple, and the other is apple cider with
the cutest thing ever.
A donut that's got glitter on it, and it's just adorable.
It's amazing.
So I have a whole bunch of mitts patterns that I want to make, that I want to do. So this is number 1, and it's a great pattern. It has like this really cool little bobble and cable look to it. There it is, guys. So if you follow me on Instagram, or if you look on my Instagram, I reposted it. So
bobbles.
There's bobblies in it, so I'm excited to try it.
Bobbles.
Are you not a fan of bobbles?
Oh. Mm-mm.
Really? Are they hard to knit? I've never done them.
No.
It's just texture. Oh, she doesn't like
lumpy things. I don't know. Just
There's
this really cool sweater. Okay, who's the lady that makes a really cool lodge sweater right now? That's got the little hollies.
Noragon. Is that a Noragon?
And it's the white.
Christy Glass is the one.
Christy Glass did it. But it's been running around for a while. I've been eyeballing that thing, and then Christy Glass last week was sporting hers in every combination of bottoms possible. She's so adorable.
That's the.
Oh, I love that sweater.
She's
got some others. Her other designs are so cool. But this one, I was like, oh, I like to do that one. And then it was knitted in a real light color, like a variegated. And upon closer inspection, it just bobbles all over the sleeves. I'm like, oh, no, thank you.
Betty and Judy Lodge sweater by Poison Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Amy. Her name's Amy.
Girls.
The designer.
Love her stuff.
GRRLS. She looks like she's like,
she's
kind
very cool.
of
Rockabilly.
Rockabilly, yeah.
Nice.
Really cute.
She's got a whole series of Grease-inspired sweaters, like Beauty School Dropout.
They're very much the
Frenchie.
retro style.
Yeah.
I love it. I did get one of her turbans.
Wow.
And I want to make
I
a
would
turban.
like that.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going down the Instagram rabbit hole right now.
Sorry, guys. You can't see.
Sorry. We'll just go to Poison Girls Instagram page. That's pretty
I
too.
love that one. I've been eyeballing that one too.
That one's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that pattern's called.
But one of the first ones, and I was like, oh, that's pretty, but no, tiene bobbles.
Well, I'm going to try it with these mitts.
Love you, Amy.
So then I also...
I want to know what that sparkly goodness is.
On her...
That.
So I won another prize from the Yarn Crawl, but it's like it was like a mystery because I got a call from the Knitting Cup, which is up in Georgetown, and they're like, this was put in our box of stuff.
I like that.
And even though it had my name on the name tag, and even though the name tag said Yarn Barn of San Antonio, it was put in the Knitting Cup pile of stuff.
Oh.
So they're like, we don't know which yarn shop this came from, and they were so nice and generous to ship it to me since I don't go up to Georgetown ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Sounds like an excuse to drink wine to me.
Not like it's down the road.
Yeah. So I was gifted the door prize from a mystery yarn shop that's part of the Yarn Crawl. It's called the Rambling Socks. It's by Susan Gressman, and it's a really pretty cable, and it's a superwash wool, 50 wool and 50 tencel. So it has a really cool shine to it. It's tencel. So I don't know if I want these on my feet because this is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking, I was talking to Enid about this, I'd like to do more fingerless mitts. And so what she was suggesting is I incorporate the lace pattern from the socks, from this pattern, into the mitts.
Is it done toe up or cuff down? Because if it's cuffed down, you could totally do that super easy.
Well, it says to cast on 66 stitches, so that would be cuffed down.
Yeah. I wouldn't put tinsel on my feet either.
Yeah, I also, I'm a sweaty girl. I don't
Sounds
know.
sweaty.
Yeah, I'm I sweat. I'm not a lady, and I'm not very dainty, and so it's just too much.
Lady, senora.
So my hands are always
I might have to
warm.
redo this.
Uh-oh. So I think they'd be fun to put as mitts.
It would look pretty.
It would be pretty nice.
So it's 2 mitt patterns projects.
Plus, it's your colors.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I love them.
Well, you know what? It just dawned on me because I'm the slow thinker.
What? Tell me.
I could just email all the shops on the Yarn Crawl and ask them.
I kind of like it being a mystery.
Okay. Well,
really.
you really want to know? Oh, fine. I can find out. I have sources.
You do, but I'm cool with it. Then, so at Kid-n-Ewe, when I was there early in November with Carrie, we hung out with you, Amanda.
Yes, it was fun.
We hung out. We stopped at the Independence Wool vendor booth, and I fell in love with this. And as I loved on it,
what you gonna do?
I said, these want to be fingerless mitts.
You are on a mitt kick.
So I've got 3 potential mitt projects here. So this is the Texas Tweed, and it's 2-ply. And what I really liked about it is this is the natural color from
It's gorgeous.
Rambouillet.
Yes.
Sheep. 50
Rambouillet.
natural colored Rambouillet and 50 kid mohair.
Sorry. I have an aversion to mohair.
Hair of the Mo.
My oldest has
As
allergy to mohair.
Christina.
I'm pretty sure I have an allergy to mohair too. Every time I nose it, I feel like I'm getting a hairball in my throat. And I typically end up with strep throat.
Ooh, that's pretty
Okay, well,
severe.
don't touch this.
Yeah, no.
I've never knit with mohair, so I'm kind of excited. But you can't really even, like... Oh, yeah, you see it. So it's really... You can feel,
But you
like...
can't really... Yeah, you can.
You can feel the lanolin in this.
Mm-hmm. It feels nice.
It feels really just like... Oh, yeah. One.
I know I sniffed it.
I could feel it.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the twist on it.
Yeah, it's a really nice twist. So I think they'd be good for mitts. I don't have a mitt pattern yet.
It does feel good.
She's all...
I'm not going to put it near my face.
I know. She's all... I will touch it from this distance.
I'll touch it from here. See, they're just so hairy, and I think it's just as you knit, it sheds.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
You know, and it just like...
Well, don't touch your face right
I feel like I'm choking.
Yeah, don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face.
And then all the dyers are doing like all these like mohair skeins things, which I would love to do, but I would probably
They look so
die.
pretty. There's so
They
many
do.
pretty things. What is her name? I see her logo. It's a C and an M. She did an advent. She has like an advent shawl for like advent.
Oh yeah. It's like half of them are mohair, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw that on somebody's Instagram feed earlier.
I can't remember. There's more in the bag.
It's a
My
never-ending
Christmas
bag.
bag. My Christmassy bag. Yes.
What else is in there?
It's like Santa's
One of your
sack,
hats.
y'all.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's so cute.
You made one.
I did. It's for my 4-year-old niece, but it may fit my head.
That's adorable.
So I may have to fight her for it. It's a unicorn, or she calls them unicornies.
Unicorny.
On her Christmas list is her request for an actual unicorn.
My son asked for a reindeer and a snowman.
Oh my god, I love it.
And a jack-in-the-box. He wants a jack-in-the-box.
Jack-in-the-box.
So weird.
That
Those
is
are
weird.
scary.
A reindeer and a snowman.
And jack-in-the-box.
He's so cute.
So it's really cute. Enid has this in an owl.
Yeah, that is
In
no
the
way that's gonna...
It's
Penguin.
I know, it's huge.
Enid, Elisa got a new hat,
I
y'all.
got a new hat, and I'm so gonna wear this.
You should wear it
She would kill me.
from the airport.
Go pick him up. Hi. She'd be all, what's that?
What's that? It's mine.
That belongs
That's
to me.
my hat.
Yeah, she pretty much. So, what else do you have? You have the owl. You've got the unicorn.
A penguin, a dreidel, an owl, unicorn.
They're really cute. Super easy. I cast it on Friday night.
Like this Friday night?
They have
Yeah,
so
Friday
many.
night I cast it on. I did
Oh.
when I was watching the Great British Baking Show.
A panda.
And
And
it
a
was-
panda gives serious side eye. It's like,
It was the Christmas holiday edition of it. And so that's how far I got last night, or Friday night. And then yesterday, on and off, I was with the knit group over at Walsham, and then I was at a friend's house, and I finished it yesterday afternoon. It's
Awesome.
it's easy knit,
It's
right?
really nice, big.
It's a fun knit.
It was a fun knit. So I knit tight, and I used size 10 needles, and but the pattern calls for size 9.
You should do it with an 8. If you do another one.
But it calls
But I
for a
think-
9.
But I think it would be too tight.
You should go smaller than that. She's a tight knitter.
Yeah.
Are you a tight knitter in the round?
No,
Amanda's saying no.
you're not.
So I should have stuck with a 9. I think it's still...
Have we established that she's not a tight knitter in the round? Obviously not.
Oh, look at that.
But But you are a tight knitter this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your tension in the round is always a little bit.
So it's like, so it's cool because it has a spongy button,
Well, I mean,
and then the ribbon.
you knit a lot of socks.
I knit a lot of socks.
Do you go big on the socks?
I use 2.75.
What?
I use 2.75 millimeter needles for socks.
What is that? A 2.5?
It's just a 2.
It's a 2.
Millimeter.
Oh,
Says the woman who's a 00 needle
I mean,
sock. You're not 00?
that's Ashley.
Oh, that's
No,
Ashley.
I'm a 1.5.
Me too.
I'm a tight knitter in the round.
Interesting.
I got new glasses, but I still have to take them off.
No.
Wait.
Oh, that's so
tight knitter in the round.
I was using yours.
So you point with where
1.5.
progressives.
I want closer.
Okay. It fits you.
Okay, I'll try. Hold on a second.
So point it with your
This is
nose. Point it with
awesome.
your nose. There. You just stay still.
I hear in my head, you know, the cameras when they used to focus, and they used to like not be able to focus, and they go.
So Enid now has new glasses, so she's not having to do the double dipping.
Kind of miss the double glasses.
I was doing it. So I learned some things when I got my glasses. So this prescription was the whole prescription that I had before. Well, it's a little stronger because I'm getting older. And then the one, but it was plus 150, which is what I was putting on top of my glasses. That's why when I would just put the readers on by themselves, it didn't work. So they have to be together to work. And now I've got them.
They're all together. It's like they did this.
Yes. It's awesome.
Ophthalmology magic.
Those eye doctors, y'all.
I see what you're saying.
I think you. Yeah, your stitches are pretty on a 10, but I think it's way too elastic, and maybe that has something to do with the yarn too.
Yeah, because it's like 3 different textures or 2 different textures. Because there's this like fuzzy stuff.
That looks tight, but
So what are you going to do?
Give it to her. She's still gonna wear it. She's 4.
You're not going to redo it?
She can make a brim. She'll be fine.
you can always put some elastic on the bottom.
She's 4.
Make it out.
This is all she cares about. Literally, this is all she cares about.
Yeah, I mean, she could take that out, take it off, and play with it.
Um,
I like the installation on these.
Looks pretty easy.
So it comes with a little foamy button and the little head. Oh no!
I already took it off. I pulled it apart. I didn't put it very tight.
The head has these ribbons,
So I just used a threading needle to push it through.
and then you just tie a little bow. Maybe give it a second knot to secure
I
it.
didn't do a second knot in case I did have to do it over.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to, but
That's exactly
Two
right.
surgeon's knots in there.
it's nice to then you
It's soft
take it
on
off
the head.
to wash it, and it's soft on your head. So it's a little foam, and they all come with it. It's called Top That. Top That? Top This.
Mm-hmm. Top that.
They're so cute.
Super cute.
What else is in your magic bag?
Lastly,
What?
Oh, dang.
well, this is what's left over.
I haven't seen
from
that
the-
in a while.
From the unicorn. I still haven't blocked it because I'm just lazy. Which is the front side. This is the front side. So here's Mary's shawl. Mary's
That's so
Flanagan.
pretty.
That's pretty.
I just love this little swirl at the end.
What was this pattern again?
It is the Seawall Storm. Seawall Storm. So Jennifer Peck, Webster Street Knittery, is the one who designed it. Jen collaborated with the folks with Seawall Fibers back in 2015 or 16 and designed this shawl. So I used, so the gold is Madeline Tosh. The blue is, what is your possum one, Enid?
Zelana.
It's possum? It's New Zealand possum. So it's a heavier,
possum.
it's a heavier weight than the other 2.
And then this is Veil.
And then that's Veil from Classic Elite.
Classic
Yarns.
Elite, and unfortunately they are
They've gone out of business.
gone out of business, but I still have some left.
You still have some Classic Elite yarn stuff.
Yeah.
So I got this,
Classic Elite one out of. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
back like in the late summer.
You know what? The more I think about these colors, it makes me think a lot about. It reminds me of Mary. because she did that trip by herself when she went camping in those places. So it's like those sunsets, and then she's out in the rocky, dusty places. That. So yeah, it reminds me of her. She had some really great pictures from that trip.
So, yeah, Mary's an adventurer, and she traveled, like, camped, like,
Hike by herself.
Hiked and, like left her car in a spot, put stuff on her back, went to a, like, remote place without internet access, and then, like, pitched a tent and, like, made food and did all this stuff. So, by herself, she was hiking alone over in, Utah? I don't know.
But she has some really amazing photos.
Amazing. She's going to Iceland in January. She's going to Iceland in January. So, so she's very cold. She's just cold natured, and so even in the summertime, her office is really cold for her. So I was like, "Ooh, I'll do this," and I'm kind of excited that this is the Australian brush-tail opossum, just because it's a little bit more dense. I feel like around one's neck, it should feel a little bit more cozy.
Should feel nice.
So I still have to block it. I'm kind of lazy about blocking.
What's the part about that? You don't have to block. It's not lace that you need.
But it's don't we want to? Do I need to open up the holes on purpose?
Once it's wet, you just
lay it out.
It doesn't need to be blocked really aggressively.
Give it some nice little tugs to like straighten out things that you need straightened out. Yeah.
Then I'll do that. I'll do that this afternoon. So
I mean, it's not like you knit like
you don't have a complicated lace pattern,
like amazing lace patterns.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's everything in my Mary Poppins bag.
I have some stash enhancements.
Ooh.
I don't remember when the last time I had some stash enhancement was. So I did Kid-n-Ewe back in November. That was fun. And their new location, which was nice.
It was a really cool venue.
It was a cool venue.
It was really nice.
That was
very open.
On our podcast, we were talking about how we were looking forward to hearing about how the show went.
The venue. So, I know we've had her stuff on the podcast before, but Becky from Crafting My Chaos. I got some stuff from her. I didn't buy very much.
And I know that pink is gorgeous. What does she call it?
This is Pink Punk. Nice. This is a speckle dye. And this one is called Autumn Waves.
That's gorgeous. That's right.
It looks like my son and my daughter.
Oh, so what are you going to make?
I don't know. Probably nothing for them.
It looks like them.
It looks like them, so I bought it. But I will probably do something for me. Maybe I'll combine them.
That bag's huge.
You know what I was looking at? Oh, never mind. I'm going to shut up. It's a Stephen West sweater. But it's like really weird. A lot of short rows. I was thinking about doing that. And you can just like throw whatever.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So what do you think you'll do with those?
I don't know.
I say put it in a sweater.
I could put it in a sweater. And then I bought some spinning fiber. And it's been like years, really cool. I think, since I bought spinning fiber. But this is from Graceful Fibers. And the dyer for this, her name is Gracie. And I met her at Dallas last year. Her grandmother bought 2 of my Doctor Who bags when I put those up for pre-sale, like in March last year or whatever. And I sold out of that pre-order, right? And then I get this panicked email from her. Did I have enough to make another? Because I had made these 2 bags and, you know, that kind of floral TARDIS print. Because her grandson wanted to know where his bag was. So I dug through and I was able to find enough to make another bag.
Is it the Victorian style pattern?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I bought for Jen Rice.
Yeah. So they came and picked it up for me in Dallas. But so I met them there. But she started out dyeing fiber and she's dyeing some yarn. But she was also vending at Kid-n-Ewe. And so I bought some spinning fiber.
That's really cool.
I took my little electric eel mini, my little mini
Yes,
spinning
that's
wheel.
right.
If you follow me on Instagram, you saw pictures of it. And gosh, I wish I could wholesale like from them because I probably could have sold 100 of those.
Yeah, she said everybody who went
Like-
to her booth.
Everybody was looking at that little thing. But they have he has another Kickstarter, which I donated for to get another mini. It's 3D printed. Instead of it being like the wood, it's like 3D printed. And you can get them in purple or black.
Oh, cool.
But they're like cool. I really like the little mini one. But this one's supposed to be quieter. The original was pretty noisy. And
The one you have?
the one I have,
But
it's
it's a
supposed to
rhythmic-
lessen over time.
But it's kind of rhythmic sounding. I remember it. Because you were
Right.
playing with it a little bit.
Right. Like it doesn't, you don't have to oil it or anything like that. But I found if I took like, a little lotion bar and kind of rubbed it around, it would kind of lessen that friction. Because the motor gets hot and it slows down. Because it's building up friction.
Oh,
So the wheel
interesting.
slows down and the motor's working harder. So the motor gets really hot because it's got all this friction and you don't have any way to like cut the friction. So, because it's like just plastic on wood, which is not the best,
Right.
for reducing that. But this other one, those little orifices appear to all be metal. So if you put a little oil in there, it should fix all that. So I got in on the Kickstarter for the new one, which is up until December 20th.
What's his name?
It's electric eel wheel. Eel, E-E-L, like the
Animal.
shocker. Yeah, his name is Maurice, I think.
We'll include the link down below.
Yes, we'll put the link up. But the Kickstarter's good till December 20th, I believe. And then they start shipping, I don't know, summer maybe.
Wow.
But yeah, it's cool. It's a fun little thing.
Do you want to show your hat that you finished? It's here at the front of the shop. Maybe we can have Sal bring it over.
Oh, yeah.
Salvador, can you reach the hat that's up there that's got the pom-pom straight up above the monitor? Yeah, that one. Very carefully.
Come on the other side, my love. Please.
So, Kid-n-Ewe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what to say about Kid-n-Ewe. I had kind of decided after last year I wasn't going to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And,
You can
oh my
model
God,
it?
that's good.
You can model it.
Don't fold it up.
Don't fold it up. He's like, but it's huge.
It's so cute.
It's big.
It's like a monster.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. Thank you.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
So you were talking about with the Kid-n-Ewe?
Yeah, so I gave the new location a shot, and the new venue was really nice. Really nice. There were not a whole lot of vendors there, not like in the past. A lot of those guys went to East Texas
Which
Fiber
was the same
Festival,
weekend.
which was the same weekend. They are not the same weekend next year.
Oh, good.
I don't think. I think they're on following weekends. So I don't know. I feel like I have some decisions to make here shortly. East Texas Fiber Festival has been in Lindale.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving to Canton, and I love Canton.
Canton's where they have all the antiques.
Yes, that's the first Monday. So this is not going to be on a first Monday weekend, but they
Okay.
have tons of antique shops around there that are open like all the time. First Monday is the big trade
and that's
days.
close to LaGrange.
No, it's up northeast of Dallas.
Okay.
It's about
No, that is far.
It's
Okay,
about an
right.
hour from where my mom lives.
Oh, good.
So I don't know what I want to put on my schedule for next year. I've got some
thinking
decisions to
ahead.
make. I'm almost in the camp of where I'm just gonna go where all my dyer friends go, because at least I have people to hang out with.
Community.
We actually stayed in Kerrville instead of trying to drive back and forth. I originally said, "Oh, we'd just drive back and forth," and then I realized exactly how far that was going to be.
It is a distance.
I mean, it's over an hour, I think, from my house, and twice a day for 3 days.
That's a lot of driving.
That's a lot of driving. So we got a hotel and stayed in Kerrville, which was really nice. It's a cute town. We ate some really good food.
It was good mom and daughter time then,
It was. It was a trip with my mom, so that's always like a good time. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, guys.
We'll see what 2019 brings.
We'll see what 2019 does.
I'm gonna dive into this hat.
I know.
It's huge, but I need to black. I haven't blacked it. I just put it on a glass thing. If I put it on a dinner plate, I feel like maybe that'll pull that out and then make it more.
So the name of the yarn is
Chistari. Chistari, their classic wool
from the United States.
Oh, yes, here in Virginia. We're in Texas. I'm sleep deprived.
Pom.
I like your pom pom.
I know.
It's all Chistari wool. The pattern is Cathedral Grove. I will include the link down below because I can't remember the name. But my color work, I do like this yarn. I wasn't excited about it. Doing color work with it.
How come?
But because it's very minimally processed, which is really nice. That's a nice thing about this merino. Is a merino wool. It's minimally processed, so a lot of the lanolin is still in the wool. So it
you can feel it.
But it has a lot of. It's not as slippery as the merinos when they're overly processed, like the.
It's not gonna blot much.
Yeah, because I'm a little bit tight. It was hard to knit with, and I ended up, crampy hands, and they fought a lot with each other. And I think I want to try some color work with the softer, more slippery yarn.
Mm-hmm.
What size is this?
Maybe a Pacific or a Encore or something. Well, who?
What size is the yarn?
A worsted.
Worsted.
Or they're calling it an Aran.
It's a non-superwash?
Which is a heavy, like a heavier worsted.
No, is it superwash?
No,
it's non-superwash. They're
it's
beautiful
pretty.
colors.
It feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the lanolin still in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
my hands are dry. Let me
You're
rub them on your hat.
Just kind of keep them in there. Pretend it's
the pom pom.
You have a nice soft
there you go.
forehead from wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I need to lift weights for my hands.
It seems like it's a really like thick, heavy yarn.
Yeah.
That I can see the color work would be difficult.
So maybe I should have swatched because it's too big.
I don't know. I don't think it's too big.
But if I would have gone a smaller needle, this would have been impossible.
Just longer.
You wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, you would have just been like claws.
I don't think your problem is not here. Your problem is
the
here
length
and swatching. I don't know.
So, what would you recommend for this yarn? You were saying you don't recommend color work, but what other type of project would you? Would this be a sweater? Would this be
a cow sweaters? These are great for a sweater. This is a great sweater yarn.
Did you use metal needles?
I don't remember. I think so.
You were knitting Mochiagus.
Yeah. I don't remember. Why?
Yeah, I know why.
Because some yarns play better with different needles. Like
so
if you have something
bamboo?
that's sticky. No, I would have used metal because
Yeah,
you have something that's sticky. If you have something that's really slippery, you can try to use wood or something that has some drag to it. Those nickel needles, like a slippery yarn, will just shoot right off the end.
Mm-hmm.
No, had you used like wood or something, I was thinking if you used wood, that could explain your hand cramping. Because you're fighting lots of different.
I was fighting lots of stuff, but I'm still happy with it. I think it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Maybe I just need to find something with a big head.
That's what I was thinking.
So if you have a big head out there, or know somebody with a big head,
that's funny.
A giveaway for the big head, a big head giveaway.
It's pretty. Just make it slouchy.
Yeah, but it's so. What are you doing?
I don't know.
I think she's punch drunk. Yeah,
she is. Yeah, it's been a long day.
What?
Do we have anything else? Is there anything else going on?
I don't remember.
I don't have anything.
I don't think I have anything. I'm just trying to make it through the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Mid-December. It's not even mid-December. It's only the 9th.
There's 2 more weeks left before holiday break.
Oh, yeah.
Just survive. It's day to day, y'all. Day to day. My Christmas decorations are out.
Yay!
My tree is up. I only need to get out my outdoor decorations. I don't go crazy on the outdoor decoration. I have a couple of lighted trees. I have some wreaths and some swag that go on my lights, and that's about it.
Scott ordered some purple lights.
Did he?
He wants purple lights.
To go in the front of the house?
Yes.
Is it like the little
Purple,
things where it's
blue,
like...
and white. That's his color.
That's interesting.
He loves purple. He's like, did you see? And there's a guy neighbor at the corner before we leave the neighborhood. He's like, you know that house with the guy that doesn't ever wave at us? Guy's always out there. We're like,
I know.
you know, it's a thing, you know, country thing.
Wave.
Just put one hand up. He's like, he never waves.
Oh, he does this?
Never. Maybe you'll get an acknowledgement, but usually it's like ugly. I smell poo-poo face.
Your dog crapped on my yard.
Anyway, what about him?
Anyways, he goes, he's got purple lights.
Oh.
Did you see his purple lights? I ordered them on Amazon.
That's funny.
He got himself some purple lights.
That's hilarious.
But I have no Christmas decorations in the house.
But you gonna have purple lights?
I may do a little rosemary tree.
Oh, that's nice.
There's no room in our house. Our house is a disaster right now. So that table we did last year, that was kind of cute. I think I'll do that again.
I was at my mom's this morning. She loves Christmas. She loves Christmas. So I was telling Enid earlier that when we left, like when my sister and I moved out and everything, she's like, take all your fun little Christmas ornaments because I'm doing themes. So she does, yeah. So every year she chooses a different thing. She has like 5 or 6 themes, so she kind of rotates them. So this year's cardinals and 6 like essential ornaments. We cannot find them. The box is missing. So, because they're like the bigger cardinal.
Oh, okay.
Because she has some that are glass, some that are like flat ornaments, some that are round, but then like the ones that look like a real actual cardinal with feathers and stuff, she can't find the box of those.
Do these pin on the tree or do they
That's
hang?
exactly right. It's almost like
pin?
a clip. Like
I have a peacock.
It's like a roach clip type thing. Yeah. They're really pretty. They're about that big. From tail, like it's like the end tail and then like the body. They're big. So those are like, that is the...
I have very hodgepodge Christmas decorations.
That's what I'm all about. My mom's
we have all of our childhood ornaments and our kids' ornaments, and I have all these little wooden ornaments that when I was growing up, we had a neighbor across the street that she painted us an ornament every year, and it says like our name and the year on the back. So Molly's like, this one's from 1981, and I'm like
centuries ago.
Yes.
And yeah, so those are all of those beautiful ornaments are the ones that she gave me and my sister because she's like, we're done.
We found my mom's Christmas elves. She painted like these ceramic. I call them gnomes. They look like gnomes to me. She says they're Christmas elves. I say they're gnomes.
They're gnomes.
But there's like 3 gnomes in a little house, and we found those in a box with all that. So they're living underneath like our TV.
Where gnomes should live.
Underneath the TV.
I like that.
In their little gnome hole.
My mom has a lot of ceramic stuff. So back in the late 70s, early 80s, she did a lot of ceramics. So she's got the old school Christmas tree with the lights, and then she has this whole nativity scene that's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. She painted them.
I have one of those too that my mom painted.
And it's a couple of other ceramic pieces. So there's a lot of Christmas going on at my mom's house. She brings out the Christmas china.
Oh my!
I have china.
She has Christmas china.
I've done some Christmas ceramic pieces. I really love those.
So yeah, so the old ceramic ornaments that she would make, like me and her would make, or my sister and her would make.
You have all this.
She's given those back to us. She's like, so yeah, so she's got the 12 Days of Christmas. That's one theme. She's got like chili peppers with like metal, like Mexican style ornaments. She's got the cardinals. I said 12 Days of Christmas.
Pink and something.
Yeah, there's like a pink and gold theme. It's just all like really pretty pale pink and like nice gold. There's another one.
You told me, I can't remember.
I know, I can't remember. So she has them in boxes and they're all labeled. So I was there today climbing ladders and looking through the boxes to see if these 6 cardinals are somewhere.
No.
Couldn't find them. So she's like, well, I guess I'll just put the garland up because that was like the last thing she puts up. So
she will find those cardinals
we'll
on
figure
December
it out.
26th.
Yeah.
She puts it away.
I know, as we're putting stuff away, but I literally was up on this ledge in the garage going through every single one of those Tupperware boxes. And she has like 4 boxes of Halloween. They're orange and black. That's how you know those boxes are Halloween.
Her Christmas one's red and green.
They're clear, and then they've got either a red lid or a green lid. And then like the food service where they have the blue tape, the electrical tape. Mm-hmm. That's how we have it. Because my dad was an electrician. He's an electrician by trade, so he's got all this like blue tape. It's like super thick, and it's all spelled out. Angels. Another one was all angels. And circus. I said carousels though.
Oh, circus.
Not circus, but carousels.
Ooh, I bet that's pretty.
It is. She has like a really like the horses with the It's really pretty.
I think she needs a full-size carousel horse in her life.
Because I also like found where like everything's super organized at my parents' house, but then you like open the closets and the drawers and you're like,
hey, everybody's got their demons, all right?
They've got a lot of stuff, guys. There's a lot of stuff. It makes me nervous.
In my house.
It makes me nervous. It's a lot of stuff.
It's all right. It's not something to worry about now.
I'm not going to worry about it now. I can't worry about it now. I can't worry about it.
Their stuff.
So
they're happy with their stuff.
They're happy with their stuff.
What do we do with our Christmas ornaments? Yeah, my tree's all hodgepodge.
I like hodgepodge.
Every year I buy a new ornament.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and we date them.
My sister's been doing that with the kids. My friend Karen, who now does the vinyl stuff, her sister-in-law used to do that. Yeah, I'm going to see her tomorrow night. So her sister-in-law used to do vinyl, and so she had these glass ornaments, and she'd put this cool glitter thing inside, and then she did a vinyl with like a cursive letter. So that was a gift about 2 years ago I gave to my sister. So it was my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew. They each have an ornament.
I need to email Karen.
Email Karen.
Forgetting.
Send her a text.
I know. She emailed me, and then I was like, oh, I'll get back to her tonight. That was probably 3 weeks ago. And I forgot about it.
She does really cool vinyl types of stuff. Lots of really neat things.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you still have any of these in your shop?
What?
Are they sold out on the
Christmas, bowls? No, I have bowls.
So if you like these wonderful bowls.
I have sloths, and I have...
Oh, you have a 5? Are you using your 5?
She probably is using it as a stick.
I don't want to tell y'all what happened to my ring.
Oh, ooh.
I don't want to tell you.
Busted. Sorry.
I have all the pieces.
No!
I outed her. Sorry.
Whenever you're ready,
no,
you can
it's
share about
fine.
it.
No, it's fine. My son got a hold of it.
I can edit that out.
And so he takes it. He loves it.
What's a rattle?
Sally? Yeah. So he took it and he spent an afternoon just shaking it, and I could hear it, and I was not paying attention. He had it on his finger, and he was shaking it, shaking it, and he shook it so much that these little rings came off. They just eventually just slid off of the string, and they were scattered to the 4 winds.
There's a little tiny one. That little tiny one goes in between those, and man, that is hard.
So this part is still intact, and there's maybe 1 or 2 that are left on there. But all of these are like they were scattered.
I outed her,
and I have them. No, it's fine.
I repaired that one, my 4 with a light bulb.
So I mean, I have jewelry pliers and everything. Right. I just need to fix it. But I found that one. I found that one under the chair the other day.
So we're talking about the yarn bowl, though. Let's talk about the yarn bowl.
Metiche over here.
I do have a Christmas.
You lost it.
Right. A Christmas ornament one.
She has a Christmas ornament and a sloth, you said?
Christmas ornament.
Yes. There's chickens and sheep coming.
So LoneStarArts, it's Shopify, right?
I feel like I'm on QVC. These things are great.
LoneStarArts yarn.
You can pop it in your project bag. You're ready to knit.
Open it up.
Pop. Put your little yarn ball in it.
It's great for those of us who like to knit in public.
Chickens and sheep. Oh, I like that.
There's lots of cute ones.
There's chickens and sheep.
Chicken.
I know. I've been looking.
I did a custom order for a lady. These are shipping out.
Oh, fun!
But that did make me actually cut the fabric to do the custom order. So
there's more
it's
coming.
cut.
More coming. I'm gonna see Karen Martinez next weekend, guys. So she's
I'm
from
jealous.
so she'll be in town. So I'm gonna hang out on Saturday. If you're free on Saturday, we can make.
I'm not free on Saturday.
I'm gonna text her to see what she wants to do. I may
make myself free on Saturday.
I think you should. So I was gonna start off part of our day. Chill out. We'll start off over at the Walsum if she's interested, and then we'll end up over here.
I'm here on Saturdays. I'm always free. I'm just here.
She's like, I'm here.
Yes,
we're gonna come over here.
Okay, good.
So we're we're free during the day, is what she had said. So we might pick up something and bring it over here and knit.
I'm gonna have to cut something out of my week. I have my daughter's Christmas concert on Tuesday, and the Elton John concert on Wednesday.
Well, don't cut that out of the.
I'm not cutting that out, or my daughter's.
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to go to a cookie exchange on Thursday, and then an ornament exchange on Friday.
Wow, it's
and
a busy
I don't think
week.
it's probably gonna be the cookies that have to go. Sorry, Faye. I don't think I have to make cookies.
Yeah. I went to a cookie exchange and someone did like just chocolate dipped pretzels.
See, we're not allowed to do that. Like, you can't do chocolate chip cookies. You can't get anything from a store. You can't do like candy.
I just thought that was like brilliant because I'm like, they were delicious.
Our cookie exchange has rules.
They're kind of rules.
Dang.
She's a cookie, like
a cookie
artist.
A cookie,
like she would sell cookies and stuff like that. Make her cookies and sell them and decorate them. And
I know, we'll
I made these just for you.
We'll say that we helped ice.
Forget this Lily's thing. I just reused
Don't
the
look
box.
at the pink box. Don't look at
I
the
just reused the box.
Oh my goodness.
Could you not put the sticker on it, please?
But so, no, I have to get better.
Yeah, Karen's free on Saturday, next Saturday. So let me look at my calendar. The 15th. That's right. Hang with Karen Martinez this afternoon. So I'll be texting you. Cool. Oh yeah, I'll send an alert out what we're doing.
Alrighty.
Thanks you guys for being with us.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Yay.
Happy Hanukkah! Happy Festivus!
Day 7 of Hanukkah right now.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, something.
So if you like our podcast, don't forget to subscribe and like.
Follow us on Instagram and all the many other social media places that we don't have time for. Except for Elisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have kids. It's pretty easy. So
we should get our own River City Knits podcast.
We really should do that.
Instagram.
Yes.
We need to do that.
It does need it.
It has a website that I haven't put together yet.
2019 goals, y'all.
We got goals, guys. We got goals.
We got goals.
Thanks for joining. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you. Bye.
Later.